From Volunteer TV, first in high definition, this is Local 8 News.
This gadget is causing crime across the country. Plus, a deputy goes under the knife for the second time after a shootout. And hear from those who knew the shooter best and talk to him during his last moments.
Local 8 News at 5 starts now.
And good evening, I'm Alan Williams. We are continuing to follow yesterday's standoff in Knox County. You heard it first here on Local 8 News at 5, and today we know more about what happened here at Concord Mobile Home Park in West Knox County just after 2 o'clock. That's on Edgewater Drive near Canton Hollow Road. Dozens of deputies swarmed the area looking for this man, Jason Camp. The 21-year-old fired shots, hitting Sergeant Mike Ledbetter in the leg. Officers returned fire, killing Camp. And we have team coverage of what happened and how all of this got started. TJ Parker, the first reporter on the scene yesterday, is live at UT Medical Center with an update on Deputy Ledbetter. And Hillary Magosh found out why police were looking for Jordan Camp in the first place. But we start with Local 8 News reporter Cherie Gilbert out at Concord Mobile Home Park. Cherie?
Yeah, Alan, there is still a deputy here on site. We're getting a closer look at the crime scene. Now, the standoff happened inside this trailer right here behind me. Now, we're told that Jordan Kemp's best friend got a call from him right before he was gunned down. Jennifer Little is going through her call log, checking to see when she last spoke with her best friend.
He wasn't in his right state of mind. He was sober. He just got out of jail, out of recovery house.
She's talking about Jordan Camp, the man involved in a gunfight with deputies. Camp called Jennifer moments before Concord Mobile Home Park turned into a murder scene.
He told me he was in trouble, that somebody was chasing him. He didn't tell me if it was the cop.
Wanted on active warrants, deputies came to arrest him. That's when Camp ran into this trailer, barricading himself inside.
I just can't believe it. I hear it every day. Stuff like this happening nearby, but you never think it's going to happen right in your neighborhood.
I heard, the helicopters, and I just thought it was just one passing by, but then it kept going on for like an hour. So I came out and I saw a helicopter, like a police helicopter, just surrounding the place.
Shortly after the commotion, Jennifer found out her best friend, Jordan Camp, was dead.
He's the one that I turned to, so yeah, I'm kind of not taking it so well.
And Alan, we're learning more about Jordan Camp. Like I told you, deputies came here to arrest him on active warrants. We also found out that he had been arrested for assault, public intoxication, resisting arrest, and driving on a suspended license. So, Alan, as you can see, this isn't his first run-in with the law. For now, I'm live here in Knox County. Cherie Gilbert, VLT, Local 8 News.
All right, Cherie, and Sergeant Mike Ledbetter, shot in the leg, is still in the hospital, and that's where reporter TJ Parker is. TJ, what can you tell us?
Sergeant Mike Ledbetter, the officer that was shot last night, is here at UT Medical Center. He is recovering at the intensive care unit. I'm going to just kind of step aside so you guys can see real quick. This is the emergency room at UT Medical Center, and he was in a 4-hour surgery. It was a potential life-threatening injury that he sustained yesterday as a result from being shot in the left leg. Major artery was damaged, and he will have to do some more surgery. Here's a little bit of background on Sergeant Ledbetter. He has been with the Knoxville County Sheriff's Office for about 18 years and is currently with the SWAT team. And he's still here at the hospital right now, and we'll be sure to keep you updated, and we'll be live again at 6 o'clock. But for now, we're live. TJ Parker, VLT Local 8 News.
All right, TJ, and deputies were looking for Camp because he was accused of stabbing Garrett Gunn, an acquaintance, after backing into Gunn's car Sunday night. Local 8 News reporter Hillary Magosh talked to Gunn about what happened in an interview you'll only see here on Local 8 News. Hillary?
Well, Alan, Garrett Gunn tells me he didn't know Jordan Camp very well and was surprised when Camp backed into his car. He doesn't want his face shown on camera, but he tells me it happened around 10 o'clock at the intersection of Woody and View Harbor Roads. He says he was on his way home from the pool and had stopped briefly behind Camp before Camp backed into him. Gunn says he was angry and walked up to Camp's car window. That's when he says Camp stuck a large hunting knife out the window at him, grazing his neck and slicing his left hand open. Gunn and his girlfriend called 911, and that's when deputies started searching for Camp. Gunn says even though Camp hurt him, he wishes things had ended differently.
It's just, I didn't expect him. He could have gone, served his time and been out and be perfectly alive and well. and not ending up like he did yesterday.
And this isn't the first time Camp had brushes with the law. Back in 2010, officers arrested him for driving while privilege suspended. And earlier this year, they arrested him for assault, public intoxication, and resisting arrest. And he was convicted of aggravated assault in April. And coming up at 6, we'll hear more from Gunn and his girlfriend about what happened Sunday night and why they were scared for Gunn's life afterwards.
Hillary Maygosh. Hillary, thank you. Again, here's what we know now. Knox County Sheriff Sergeant Mike Ledbetter was shot in the leg during a standoff on Edgewater Road. He went through a second surgery today. 21-year-old Jordan Camp, the suspect in this case, was shot and killed. We'll bring you updates at local8now.com as this case continues to develop. Meanwhile, 35 horses killed when fire swept through their stables in northwest Georgia. This tops our news around the region. The fire started in Rossville, just south of the Tennessee line. No people were hurt in the blaze, but the damage is estimated up to $6 million because of the value of the horses. 2 stables and a storage facility destroyed in the blaze. The cause is still under investigation. A 5-year-old is dead, hit by a pickup truck in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, where the child ran behind the truck as it was backing out of a driveway. Charges aren't expected in that. If you're headed to Chattanooga or Atlanta, expect major delays. A van sideswiped a tractor trailer, causing it to flip over. It was hauling containers of liquid floor stripper, and a few gallons spilled onto the roadway. Crews are working to clean up the spill, but prepare for delays over the next few hours if you're heading south. Well, today, the first day of summer, and certainly warm out there. Let's now get a check of your weather. Meteorologist Scott Blaylock in the Local 8 Weather Center with a first look at your forecast into your Friday evening.
And good afternoon, Alan. Watching a few scattered thunderstorms out there on the radar. We've only got 1 or 2 causing a problem, but they're causing a problem. Let's take a look at the radar. This will tell the tale. Isolated storms around the Smoky Mountains and over on the plateau. But I'm watching this one up around Scott County. Oneida, you had some downpours and some minor street flooding yesterday. It's draped right across Highway 27, and another storm popping up near Lake City, and we'll see that drift off to the west-northwest as well. The one near Gatlinburg there, look on to the east of Gatlinburg, south of Newport. There's a severe thunderstorm warning for that particular storm for Cott County until 5:15. Now it's moving to the west towards Sevier County. So over around Dolly Parton Parkway, we could see that thunderstorm enter Sevier County. For folks up around Pigeon Forge, Dollywood, Splash Country, watch out for this. And it's also threatening the southern side of Douglas Lake there over by Douglas Dam and Flat Creek. We'll give you a better look there. There's the box. I-40 where it goes into western North Carolina in that ravine. A lot of you have driven through that area. That's where that thunderstorm is. It's a severe thunderstorm warning for Cott County until 5:15. And Alan will keep you posted on that. Also take a look at a summer-like weekend coming up, and it looks quiet this weekend. Not like that. We'll have that in the full forecast.
All right, Scott, looking forward to that, that's for sure. Well, how better to kick off summer than to put on your flip-flops? Today is National Flip-Flop Day. To celebrate, Tropical Smoothie Cafe is offering you a sweet treat, and it's a way for the cafe to raise money for Camp Sunshine, a place where terminally ill kids and their families go for a week of fun. It's free for the family thanks to donations collected on National Flip-Flop Day. This year, the Knoxville location hopes to raise $2,000, enough to send one family to camp. If you'd like to donate $1 or $2 or just get a free 24-ounce Jetty Punch smoothie, get over to Tropical Smoothie Cafe. You got a little time left. Smoothies go until 7 o'clock. And don't forget the most important thing of all, your flip-flops. And in case you missed it, at Our Town at 4, Local 8 News anchors Mark Packer and Amanda Hara have all the action from Anderson County.
Well, Mark Packer, here we are.
Yeah.
On the back of a military vehicle.
Deuce and a half is the truck.
Yeah, turn here.
Yeah, Paul, turn here. He owns Silo Cigars. We had cool stories in Oak Ridge today.
A lot of cool stories.
You went ziplining.
I did go ziplining. I overcame my fears. Hi.
Hey,
oh,
Katie Jett, New Richmond Federal Credit Union. Yeah, good to see her.
So anyways.
Yeah, anyway.
Went ziplining. It was scary at first, overcame my fears, and it was a lot of fun. It's free. Bring your kids all weekend. They are loving it. 120 kids went on the zip line today.
That's cool. There's an exhibit about 1945 Japan that's here. We introduced introduce you to that. Essentially, a photographer there taking a look at Japan after the nuclear bomb was dropped there in Japan, obviously. That was a neat exhibit, arts and crafts. I mean, lots to talk about here.
So much stuff going on. And then also Marco and Aaron, who is our new our new morning anchor team, they went, I mean, it's like a field trip
with
for them.
Big Ed's Pizza.
They went to Big Ed's Pizza and showed us all around. Pizza is so good. If you come to Anderson County, you have to eat this.
Well, we continue to drive around the truck. We're going to go ahead and toss it back to Alan before we crash. Alan, next week we're in Morristown, so until then, have a great weekend.
And you all too as well. Well, a rash of stolen cars and few clues how a small gadget is helping some criminals make a quick getaway and stumping officers.
Isolated storms in East Tennessee. We do have a strong thunderstorm in Cocke County, a thunderstorm warning until 5:15. The latest information and a full forecast straight ahead.
But first, it's 5:08. Here's Sherry Bigler with a look at your traffic.
Hey, Alan, I'm going to take you straight out to those CDOT SmartWay cams to the east side of downtown. This is going to be out around the Holston River, and you can see that the volume out to the east is moving along just great. In fact, it's actually quite light volume this afternoon. Now, out to the west, coming westbound out of downtown, the volume, of course, is a little bit heavier, but you're still doing a really good job. This is going to be on out around West Hills, and you can see that the volume picking up both directions. On out to Cedar Bluff, the volume is actually moving along at a great speed. Once again, a lot of folks must be getting ready to go on vacation because we've got lighter than normal, much lighter than normal traffic for this time of day on a Friday afternoon. Sherry Bigler, co-pilot for VLT Local 8 News.
Live streaming newscasts on your smartphone or tablet are brought to you by Brown Squirrel Furniture.
Okay, I've only got 10 seconds here to tell you how incredible Brown Squirrel is. The prices, the selection, the quality, the service, they can't be beat. Have you seen the squirrel lately? Phew.
Sleep free when you buy any new adjustment.